Hi guys, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are Those Annoying Vegans! Welcome back to another episode of Those Annoying Vegans on YouTube.
The mini-series.
How are you guys doing?
Will we get renewed for a second season? How many seasons is this?
Forever seasons. Before we begin, please check out our Etsy store. We are now about to sell out on a few of our t-shirt designs. We won't be bringing them back because we have some new ideas we want to introduce. So get your hands on them before they're gone forever. And check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well. Thank you so much to all of our Patreon patrons. You guys really help us out. You actually helped us make sure that Jackie was healthy. Recently, we had to take her to the vet, get her some blood work and x-rays because she has, I don't know if you guys know, but she's been panting a lot and she's always panted and we don't know why. The temperature inside the house is fine, but
it is egg laying season.
It is egg laying season.
Yes. And she's a crossbreed between Cornish birds, which are the birds specifically grown for meat, and we believe a New Hampshire Red, which is a breed of chicken normally bred for egg laying.
So that's two challenges. Her x-rays were showing some masses and we were like, oh my gosh, what now? But it turns out they were just all the eggs like in line. She's just at this like peak of her reproductive cycle and that can often constrict the air sacs. Yep. So she's okay, but it is thanks to you that we were able to support her health care. So thank you.
And if you are not yet one of our Patreon patrons and you appreciate the channel, you get something out of it, you like our content, you like what we do, please consider making a one-time or a monthly donation.
And also, guys, please check out Kindred Spirits Care Farm. This is the sanctuary where we volunteer, the sanctuary we have dedicated our time and our love to for the past 2 or more years now. This is where all the rescues, the chickens we've rescued, have gone to. We're there every week helping out, and right now it is fire season. We literally just a week or 2 ago had a forest fire not even a couple of miles from where we live right now. It's a very real thing. It is scary, and even just yesterday there was a brush fire very close to the sanctuary. So we have to start building this perimeter around the hill so that the goats can go and eat the grass. And we need to help purchase materials for that. That includes 1/2-inch plywood, goat fencing, quick concrete mix. So if you guys wouldn't mind just sending $1 or $2 in the direction of Kindred Spirits Care Farm at their website, we would greatly appreciate it. And when you're donating, specify what you're donating towards, because that money will be used for those materials. And also follow Kindred Spirits Care Farm on Instagram and Facebook. We're always posting really cute videos of the animals there. So what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about family. Every time we've spoken about vegetarianism not being an ethical lifestyle, we get this influx of messages, many of which are from younger people who live with their parents or guardians.
Many of you have shared with us that your parents or your guardians won't let you go vegan. Firstly, we just want to say we are truly sorry that you are being forced to consume products of animal cruelty that you do not want to consume. We would hope that this is because your parents, they honestly think that they're doing the right thing for you, and they're not doing this to upset you.
Yeah, family dynamics can be very complex, and when we try introducing veganism on top of that, we are not only challenging the way our parents raised us, but we are also claiming to know something that they don't. And many adults, as we know, are not always cool with that.
Now, we are not parents as of yet, but it's not hard to empathize with a parent's experience, what they might have to go through. I mean, we are children of parents.
One of whom is vegan.
That's right.
Hi, Mom.
So we do have a little bit of perspective on this. When you tell an adult that you want to go vegan, that may inadvertently challenge the way that they raised you. And it might make them feel poorly about their own choices, which they then might project onto you. You might experience incessant conflict and teasing and fighting and, you know, when you sit down every meal, There's a thing.
Every grocery trip.
Every grocery store trip is a thing. Every barbecue, every birthday party, every family outing. It's always a thing because you're vegan. Not to mention food is just a huge part of culture and family. And so when you turn down your grandma's pumpkin pie and you say, no, I don't want to eat that, they might take that personally and it may hurt their feelings, even though that's not your intention. You're just simply abstaining from the animal cruelty.
And your siblings might become complicit. They might join in and start teasing, or they might simply ignore you and not bring up the subject at all, not show any support. Well, we are here to give you some good news. First of all, you are not alone. Second of all, someday you will be an adult. This is only temporary. Someday you'll be capable of making your own decisions, and we know that for some of you that might be a while, and I know that when you're a teenager, the road to adulthood seems so far away. Enjoy your childhood, enjoy your teenagehood. Believe me, it gets harder.
Don't hurry up and become an adult.
No, but we understand that enduring 5+ years of continuing to ingest the products of animal cruelty might just seem like too much to bear. But there is so much you can do.
For one thing, there's nothing wrong with starting the conversation now and continuing it. That's the important thing, because you want to continue the conversation to let your parents know that this is not a phase that you are going through.
Yeah, get them started now.
And of course, when you do so, you want to always lovingly stand your ground and speak up for the victims. You need to let your parents know that veganism is something that you truly believe in. It's a part of who you are. It's very important to you, and it's just a part of your life now. Living animal cruelty free is not something that you can be convinced out of or argued out of. It can't be debated. These are your morals. These are your standards.
Right.
This continuing of the conversation means that maybe next year they might actually decide to listen.
Or maybe the year after that.
Yeah.
And when you do start the conversation, make sure you tell them how much you love them and appreciate them. Let them know that you're not angry or upset with the way they raised you, and that you are not asking them to change. You are simply asking for their support. And maybe you get the support of one of your parents or guardians, or both. But maybe still they might be hesitant to make the concessions to the grocery list because they might be misinformed about veganism being unhealthy or expensive, in which case you can remind them that a whole food plant-based diet is the cheapest diet on the planet. Let's remember that it's the processed foods that cost more.
And it's perfectly adequate for human health at all stages of life.
Now, if you get an allowance or you have a job, maybe you want to offer to contribute to the cost of your food.
Second, remember that veganism is not just about what you eat. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. So another way you can contribute to a more cruelty-free lifestyle is by purchasing cruelty-free makeup products, cleaning products. It's not just about food, so maybe your parents, your guardians, your relatives, they might be more open-minded to switching to the cleaning products or the makeup products that have the little cruelty-free bunny logo on them. It also means purchasing shoes and clothing that do not contain leather, silk, or wool.
Third, what better way to exercise your independence than at school? Does your school serve vegan options? We know not many do, but maybe there's something you can do about that. Write to the school principal or the school board. Does your school have an animal lovers group or an animal rights group? Make one. Wear your animal rights t-shirts to school and start a conversation.
Fourth, remember that you can still speak up for the animals. Just because you're being forced to contribute to animal cruelty, it does not mean you have to accept it. And as we've said many times on this channel, animal rights activism comes in many forms.
Just make sure that when you do turn 18 or you move out of your parents' or guardian's house, that you follow through. Make sure that you're not using your parents or guardians or family as an excuse to continue needlessly exploiting animals.
So we hope this video has helped you guys. As Anna said, we have been getting a lot of messages from younger people asking us how to deal with these situations. The two of us personally, we didn't go vegan until we were in our 30s. So we don't have direct experience with this, but we certainly empathize. And we actually would like to hear your story. You know, if you're that young and you're already becoming an animal rights activist, what an incredible future awaits this planet. I mean, more and more people, especially young people, are making that connection. They're choosing the vegan lifestyle. A vegan lifestyle has never been more widespread in the history of humanity. You young kids out there, I know that makes us sound old to even say that phrase, young kids, but the youth of today are the ones that will change the world.
And I have to say, you know, having someone in your family who truly understands you as the whole person that you are is so nice, because everyone else is missing out. Like, I don't think anyone truly knows me for who I am because they haven't taken an interest or haven't felt comfortable bringing it up, because then that means they would have to reflect on their own behavior, and that can get really uncomfortable, right? It's almost like you're always kind of talking superficially about just everyday stuff. Like, for example, we live with these beautiful chickens, and there have been times where I'll share a story about one of them, or have them on in a video or a conversation with a family member, and they don't even ask about them. They don't even acknowledge them. It's almost like they know that if they even touch it a little bit, that it's going to start something that they might be too uncomfortable talking about.
I actually had someone who had seen our post about Betty, or had heard about Betty passing, and this person apologized, said, "I'm so sorry to hear about your chicken," and then hours later was cooking and eating chicken. It's bizarre. Just replace the chicken with a dog. Would you tell someone that you're so sorry to hear that their dog died, and then a few hours later go cook up a dog corpse? It's very strange. It can feel very isolating.
Yeah, and I know, like, we don't live with our families, and it still feels isolating at times. So we can imagine what you might be going through.
So that's basically it for this video. We really hope that this video helps those of you out there who have been struggling in this arena. Please let us know down below if you've had any success in discussing veganism with your family. Is your family vegan? Do you talk about it with your family? Or did you go vegan because of a family member? Let us know down below. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye! Where have we been? We've been painting our house, because you know we moved into our house a couple months ago, and we've been making it a home. We'll
say this, as a guy who spends his day painting guitars and then comes home to a house and paints walls, get the flat paint, kids.
Yes.
Get flat paint for interior. They're gonna try to convince you that, you know, you want eggshell or you want satin. You don't. You don't. If you want it to look really super sharp, flat paint. Because flat paint evens out all the inconsistencies and it looks flat. As you said, when you paint a wall with super flat paint, it looks like it's always been that color, which I think is a great way of framing it.
And it's grape season.
Yes, we have many grapes in the backyard.
We're gardening. I'm growing sunflowers. We're planting milkweed for the butterflies. We're like on two different conversations.
No, I'm just thinking of all the plants we've planted. Citronella, milkweed.
The salvia flowers outside, the purple ones.
We got our...
But the tomato plant is failing, but I'm working on it. Tomato plants are always so hard for me for some reason.
Yeah, oregano and sage, pomegranate tree. And you started your Reiki training.
Yes, I've been wanting to practice Reiki for so many years, and I'm at the time in my life where I made it happen. So I'm level 1 right now, going through my first 21 days of self-healing through this wonderful, wonderful organization called Love Inspiration. Check them out. What else? We've been auditioning together because we've all been quarantined at home. They're not having us drive to the studios to audition. We're actually doing it from home. So, and they've been sending us out not sending us out, they've been submitting us as a couple. So we've been working on that, and I have a new animation reel.
Come on, everybody. We've got an island to save.
Ah, you brought cash. I look forward to doing fraud with you.
Behold my vessel of transmutation!
If you want to check it out, follow me on my personal IG page. I got that started. Or actually, I started it over. Or actually, I picked it up from where I left off. Anyways, just trying to do so many things at once.
All the things.
All the things.
Mm-hmm.
We're fine.
We also sometimes try to like relax and watch TV for like, I don't know, like 23 minutes before we start to fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to like have
Time.
all sorts of time?
Yeah, time.
Like all sorts of free
That's
time.
why, guys, when you're
Crazy.
kids, teenagers, enjoy that time. Time is fleeting.
I think about like, I used to go to the mall.
Remember?
Just because I wanted to.
Just 'cause you wanted
yeah,
to.
I was like,
Just
I
wanted to go
got
shopping.
some time to kill.
Yeah. Or hang out.
Yeah.
I used to hang out at Coolidge Corner
Oh, yes.
in Brookline. That was the spot.
Brookline, Mass.
Yeah.
Whoa! Kate?
Kate just jumped off the couch. Come
Jumped
here.
down.
Say hi to everybody. You want to say
Well, it is.
it's time to go out.
Almost Kate's bedtime.
It's almost Kate's bedtime. Say hello, everybody. Bless you.
Kate.
It's
How's
time
Kate?
to go out and have dinner.
Where are you going?
We're always uploading very cute videos of Kate and Jackie and the girls on our IG page.
Catherine.
Look at this nugget. We call her our nut.
She's a nut.
Are you my nut? Are
She
you on
looks
a look?
like an almond.
Oh, okay.
Are you shaped like an almond? What?
Yeah.
You want some dinner?
It's time to eat.
You want some greens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.